Welcome back to Miss Meal J Reactions, and today we are finally checking out Charlie's Angels Season 1, Episode 9. The last episode was a bit emotional for me, but it was still a really good episode. I'm excited for this one. Let's go ahead and check out Episode 9.
Once upon a time, there were three little girls who went to the police academy. But I took them away from all that, and now they work for me. My name is Charlie.
One thing I will say I don't like about the intro is the sound effects. The song is so great, the music is so good, just leave it alone. So, fancy Hooters?
Okay, now the ceremony. First the ears. And now the tail. And now the rest of it.
Not yet. Not till you're posing for the centerfold.
A toast to the next feline centerfold. May you find fame, fortune, and not catch cold from overexposure.
Ladies, what are you doing? It's after 3 o'clock. Now, come on, I want to close up. I'm not going to...
Who's there?
His birthday. Where were you when it was my birthday? Nobody asked about that. Nobody. Hello. Oh, yes, Charlie. Girls are all here.
Good morning, Angels.
Morning, Charlie.
Sorry to get you up so early.
That's all right.
Not normally a fan of yellow, but I do like Kelly's top.
Feline just picked to be the next centerfold. Was
Sabrina
killed
looks
last
amazing.
night.
Wait a second. Wasn't one
I've
of
seen
those
that top on
girls
her before.
murdered last month?
Right.
Same MO?
Right again. They were found with their hair completely cut off.
Do the police have any theories? Somebody who hates felines.
How about somebody who hates me?
Angels, meet Tony Mann, publisher of Feline Magazine and board chairman of the Feline Enterprises.
Trouble, I would call it calculated disaster.
Like what?
Equipment breakdowns, arson, busboys walking out of the club on New Year's Eve, you name it, and I've had it. Now they're killing off the centerfolds.
That's where you come in.
His centerfolds?
Kelly, when you took this job, you knew there'd be a lot of undercover work.
That's not undercover. That's not any cover at all.
Well, we'll only need one of you, and I'd hate to make that decision. So, Bosley, if you will, the short one wins.
Someone gotta pull straws to pose naked. Get out. Just get out. Get out.
Call that winning? I've posed in the nude since I was 6 months old.
Raising your left heel while you're bent.
Are you sure this is necessary?
Well, it's the only defense you got. Keeps you away from the customers, and the customers' hands off you. Okay, now. Turn around. Let's do it from the other side. Only this time with a smile. Oh, on second thought, maybe you better forget the smile. You're supposed to tantalize, not devastate.
Thank you.
Is this the new girl?
Jill Monroe, Dave Earhart.
Hi.
Well, you keep replacing them, don't you, Paula? Same faces, same bodies.
That was
Nothing ever changes, does
so
it?
corny.
No wonder we're losing
That was
money.
so corny.
I haven't heard Tony complaining.
Why should he? He's still living in the 60s.
I have to get to know your associates, and unfortunately, I couldn't come up with a better idea than posing as your room.
Hi, babe. Carmel, this is Sabrina. She's an old friend of mine, and she's going to be staying with us for a couple of days.
Hey, when did this get to be Senior Citizens Week?
Well, then maybe you'd like to take a little trip down to Acapulco for a while.
No way. Sun's too strong down there. It ages the skin. You look like you've spent a lot of time on the beach. Me? Oh, yeah, you're right, I have. I bet you'd like it there. Probably
Girl,
find
shut
somebody
up.
your own age to hang around with. Why don't you call me when you've gotten off this geriatric kick?
Boy.
I tell you what, cheer up.
You can
As soon
find
as I'm out of
sexy,
here,
beautiful
you run
women
right down
who
to
are
the
not
local high
total
school and check out the
assholes.
graduating class.
You don't like me very much, do you?
No, it's not that. I just wish you'd recognize a small portion of the female population.
Which portion?
The ones over 20. I bet you're up all night thinking of that.
I mean it. What are you doing after work?
No, I'm sorry. Felines aren't allowed to take customers. May I see your membership key for the drinks? Thank you. Oh, there must be some mistake. This is your hotel key.
No mistake, honey. It's room 419, the Parkhurst. But why don't you drop by a little later and make yourself at home? We got a little more partying to do, but I'll be back by 3.
I'll be with you in just a minute.
Oh, no. You don't get away this time. I've been stalking you all night.
Please.
Your den or mine?
Okay, mine. Room 419, Parkhurst Hotel. I don't get off till about 3, so why don't you just go on in and make yourself comfortable? Oh, and keep the lights off. It'll be more of a surprise that way. Embrace me, my sweet embraceable you. Embrace me.
She's really very good. You never told me she
This is such a beautiful set, and the wall behind her is so ugly. Like that, I'm sorry, that kind of kills it.
Just one look at you.
Hey, where's the waitress over here? Give us a drink. Let's go.
Cute-ish dress. Not too crazy about it.
Wonderful. Well, she doesn't waste any time, does she?
Want a nice big bottle of champagne for me and my lady.
Come to Mama Do.
That's what she shoves, Janet.
My sweet embrace.
The lady's trying to make a living. Down, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. You understand?
I'm sorry, but in this kind of place, you can't expect everyone to just be quiet and stare only at the stage. Like, they're not there just for you.
Just get away.
I don't think they've shown her full length, so it's like, I think the dress is beautiful, but
Now you get out of my club.
Adios so long, wise guy.
Oh, wow. Tony wants to do a magazine layout on California sea lions. We've done it before to high business at the club. Interested?
As long as I can keep my clothes on.
No problem.
Good.
Jim, wait.
I thought you signed up for a centerfold, though.
Well, the floor show was a little too realistic, but okay.
You're very funny, you know that? Not talking that way. Maybe we can go for a cup of coffee.
Some of us think so.
Sorry, I can't. Thanks.
Listen, it's always good to get in tight with the manager. I could make things easy for you. I'd really like to make things easy for you, Jill.
I'd like that, too. You know, we're not supposed to date customers, employees.
Come on, get off it. I saw you take that guy's key.
Hey, that wasn't my fault. I mean, he forced that on me.
Victor, about my dressing room, I thought there would be separate ones for the talent.
Talent? You call yourself talent, lady? You ought to give up singing and become a stand-up comedian. Later.
Looks like I interrupted something.
I mean, the song was not
Doesn't like
particularly
rejection.
interesting, but her voice
Doesn't
was,
like it a lot.
I don't know if that was her or not, but singing was beautiful.
I lived up to my end of the bargain. What about you?
I love the color and the sparkles, but I don't know, like the cut here just, it's not working for me.
The bank is making noises. In another 6
3.5
months.
out of 5.
Now look, I have worked too long to get control. I'm not going to let Tony ruin it now.
All right, so we got at least 2 people involved in this murderous scheme so far.
Well, you're the new queen bee.
You writing an article?
No, just keeping track of the cost of the photo session. I doubt that the club will do enough business to pay for it.
Well,
She looks great.
Why bother?
That's what I keep asking Tony. Why are you here?
I kind of wish the
Tony
placement of the
invited me,
orange was a little bit
isn't it?
different on the
Usually
shirt, but the
works.
overall
You
shape
never
of it,
did
the
say
overall
one.
design.
Listen, I am
5 out of 5, Sabrina.
16. Now keep that under your hat, but I've led a very full and active life.
Who are you?
I'm an old friend. Make that a long-time friend.
I ran a check on Danny Arletta this morning. His magazine's gone up in circulation as fast as Feline's gone down.
But Tony said Arletta wanted to buy him out.
The reason the feline's in trouble is because of the accidents that Tony just mentioned. I mean, without those, he might have been able to ride out his circulation problems.
Hey, you don't know what circulation problems are until you've had on one of those feline costumes. Tony's demoted him 3, maybe 4 times.
So there's no love lost there.
Which brings us to Dave Earhart. Now, he makes no bones about being unhappy with the cost of the operation or the way it's being run. And he's very big on making memos to himself. Maybe one of us ought to drop by his house and see what we can find. You in the mood?
Fine, just as long as he doesn't drop in on me while I'm there.
Boz, you have a friendly diversion for him?
No, but I will when you need it.
I'll be there in a few minutes to make sure they don't shoot anything for pictures. Thanks.
Jill gets a 4.5 out of 5. Super cute, great fit, coordinated.
Say that new girl's name was?
Nailed it.
Jill Monroe.
What do you think, Dave? Centerfold material?
Sure it does.
Well, she won't do nudes.
When she sees the size of the check, maybe she'll change her mind.
Tony, I wish you'd forget this centerfold business for a while. At least until the police come up with something.
I have a magazine to put out, and that's not going to stop for anybody. Get over there in front.
What a lovely thought.
It's not bad.
Don't care how many people get killed as long as the magazine gets out.
Too terrific last night. I mean, I felt like an exile having to sleep in that guest room.
Oh, great.
I don't get why they're not already suspicious of
Okay, ladies.
The
thank
Dale
you very,
guy
very
yet.
much. Relax, everybody. Okay.
So they definitely have their eyes on Dale. He's definitely got their attention, but like he should be the primary suspect. And as far as he's concerned, like you can't be the criminal and make yourself this obvious. I feel like that's one of the problems I have with this show. It's like the killers, even if their scheme works for a while or they pull off a crime successfully or it seems like they're getting away with something, as they're being interviewed, as they're being questioned, like they make it very, very obvious that they have disdain for the person who was the victim, that they have disdain for someone related to the victim. But then on the flip side of this, you have the Angels who have not made this guy like their primary subject. The manager is still a good guess. So him, if it were me, him and Dale would be at the top of my list. One of these two is most likely involved.
Thanks. Both look great.
I love how he didn't see that bright red ball.
Smile. Get some long shot. Jill. Somebody bring a blanket. You all right?
That was a pretty good explosion.
Put that blanket.
It only
That girl
was enough to really hurt the racket, but
Oh, come on, David. The girl almost got killed. You better.
Yeah. Heard about explosives.
you know what would make you feel better?
That's ridiculous.
Taking your clothes off.
Yeah. Come on, I want to talk to you a second.
Would you like me to stay the night?
No, I'll be all right. Really.
Okay. Tell him you've changed your mind.
Why? You said it yourself. Being the centerfold is great.
That's before they became an endangered species.
Hello?
Because there's only 2 people so far that we know are involved in this scheme. She could be involved too, though.
Well, it still works. Dave Earhart knew Tony was thinking of asking me to pose. Well, that's good to know. Maybe it's time Kelly went to work? Right. I tell you what, Earhart's still here at the mansion. I'll talk to Boz and get that in motion. You call Kelly, huh?
That was such a random shot. She just walks up halfway up the steps and then turns around and walks back. Like, what purpose did that scene serve?
What can I do for you? I'm writing the biography of Tony Mann. Tony never told me he authorized any book.
He didn't. This is the unauthorized version. The true version, the version the people out there are waiting for.
You mean an expose?
What's Tony Man really like, huh?
I'll give you 5 minutes.
Oh, so she was looking for a place to go in. But still, that stair scene was so useless. Again, shuffling through paperwork while someone's distracted. That's like 90% of the detective work.
Crazy man. You're out of your mind.
The people have a right to know, Earhart. The old cover-up doesn't work anymore.
I don't know that that was really any kind of strategy that made any sense at all. I swear, if she's about to show us that he had the murders marked down on the calendar, I'm gonna lose it. Love you.
Every page is filled with notations he made to himself. He must keep the old calendars for tax records or something. Anyway, I remember something Tony said about a busboy's walkout on New Year's Eve. Well, Dave had it marked, but a week before it happened. So I double-checked all the dates on the other accidents. He had them all marked, but in advance.
So he gets the whole operation in big money trouble. Arletto steps in and buys it cheap.
You mean you won't believe it?
Too many years. Man's like a brother to me. And in the beginning, we did everything ourselves, and we had an absolute ball. I mean, we set all the layouts ourselves, and we wrote the articles, and we sold the advertising, and it sold. Dave wouldn't do this. He just wouldn't do it.
Tony, stay away from the bed.
I don't know, but I think we'd better find out.
Tony, Dave has access to the whole house.
Do what you have to do.
I found a more lucrative source of income. You, Mr.
That was
Earhart.
harrowing.
I found your calendar with the problems you created for Tony Man. Blackmail is exactly what I'm talking about. How does $100,000 sound? I'll
I
see
could
you.
use $100,000. Is that really all it takes? You just gotta find the right person to blackmail?
An abandoned oil refinery on the west side.
I love the design of the shirts. There's just something about the fit, and I don't like the words. I mean, they don't stand out too much, but I don't like the words on her chest. I think it says Blue Jeans Company or something. But the pants look awesome.
Thoughts about this whole deal. Are you sure this really makes a case for us?
With attempted murder added to what we've already got? Absolutely.
A gun, Mr. Earhart? That seems out of character for you. I didn't come alone. No trick.
Did she not bring a gun of her own to the shindig?
Which one?
Can't see. Split up, we'll have a better chance.
Come on, y'all. Sabrina looks stunning. The top just doesn't work for me. I'm gonna have to give Kelly 3.5 out of 5.
Angels, take the next few days off.
Hey, we got a couple of days off. That's great, Charlie. Thanks, Charlie. Wait, did he say paid days off?
I'll give Jill 4 out of 5.
Charlie? Charlie? Oh, yes, he would. Doesn't matter. I'm going to go back to the beach and sleep for a week.
Sabrina, 4.5 out of 5. I'm not even gonna bother trying to rate this. This is the other guy. I don't remember what his name is. Or what his connection was.
Thank you, Boz. I'm okay. You're sounding awful
Oh
brave.
my God,
Brave nothing. I
Kelly.
just
The
want him
boots,
caught
the
before he does a
skirt, the...
return engagement.
Ah!
You know, I thought for sure Earhart was our man.
Well, he may have been trying to put Tony out of business, but he sure wasn't killing centerfolds. Any ideas, Sabrina?
Just one. Jill, I don't think you're gonna like it. Like I said, I just want him caught.
Now Victor's beginning to look like number one. I'll stick close to him.
Does that mean we're throwing Tony out completely as a suspect?
As far as I'm concerned, I saw his face when the bed exploded. Nobody's that good an actor. Also broke. So if you can protect me, I'd like to go ahead with it.
Good girl. I'll get you a bodyguard 24 hours a day. I'll even have him sleep outside your house.
No, he won't need to.
I'll give
I mean,
Kelly,
that's one place I'm not moving back to. You know, maybe I can
I
find
want to give her a
place
5
in
out
town
of 5.
to
That was
Doberman
a
Pinschers right
crazy good outfit.
Well, if you need a place to stay while you're looking, I have an extra bedroom.
Well, if you're sure it's all right, I'd like that.
Tony, I wish you'd forget about the centerfold for a while.
All right, well, my pen has been stolen.
Yeah, I've got him.
I tell the staff or what?
No, that's it. But don't you sweat it, Vic. I'll get you a job in the magazine.
Doing what? I'm a club manager. I'm not a publisher.
Find something, huh?
Hey, listen. You've been carrying me for years.
That's not true, friend, and you know it.
Take care of yourself, huh? Thanks for everything, boss.
Those tablecloths. That's why your clothes about to shut down. It's the
Only
tablecloths.
rests the head that wears the crown, huh?
Seriously, I wouldn't have blamed any of you if you found out.
Well, we did the one thing that Charlie advised us against. We got emotionally involved.
We.
Me.
You mean I'm not the male chauvinist pig you thought I was?
Oh, you are that. But you're also loyal, and you care about people. We've narrowed it down to one suspect. Victor.
Victor? You gotta be kidding.
No. Bosley's tailing him now, and he'll stay with him until he tries.
There's just no way. Look, the man has had 2 heart attacks. He gets dizzy just walking up one flight of stairs. There's just no way that he could kill 2 healthy young ladies. No way.
She's not back there. She must have left for Paulus. And Boz is with Victor, right?
Yeah, that's what the message said. You know, I just had this horrible image of Gloria Steinem drumming us out of the Corps for not solving this case.
Oh, my God.
What?
Sometimes I think we're the biggest chauvinists of them all. Who says the murderer couldn't be a woman?
One of the waitresses at the club?
Nope, they don't know the layout of Jill's place. They've never been here. But Paula has.
I kind of like the colors of Sabrina's outfit, but I just, it doesn't quite work. Paula's shirt is just
Sabrina, can I speak
dizzying.
to Jill, please?
I can barely
Oh, I'm
look
sorry.
at her.
She's not here yet. Is it important?
Well, it could be. I tell you what, could you have her call me when she gets there?
You look awfully tired.
Oh, I am. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You mustn't have slept a wink last night. It was my car. It was an accident. My whole right side. And all my hair. To leave me with this.
There are doctors who can help you.
I saw them all. Plastic surgeons. They said there was nothing they could do.
Psychiatrists, Paula.
But you see, they were all so beautiful. And after the accident, oh my God.
Paula, the doctors will understand that. Oh, you know how much he cares about you.
Not anymore. Once. Before I was older.
He told me so today, Paula.
How long ago
Paula,
was this
he
accident?
cares about you. He'll want to take care of you. Tony won't understand.
I mean, let her fall. If she was all the way over...
It's okay.
All right, we're just... Hold on. Okay, I normally don't like to stop it that close to the end, but we got to talk about that scene for a second. So I really liked the back and forth between Paula and Sabrina. I don't quite get how she jumped from I'm jealous of their beauty to, oh, I have to kill anyone who wants to be a centerfold. But also with people who do things like this, like they're not going to give you an explanation that makes sense. But here's the thing, like once she was over the balcony, if you try to help her, like one of y'all can end up in danger. If she was like halfway over by the time they got to her, that's one thing. But all the way over, at that point, you're definitely risking your life to try to help this person. I'm sorry for what Paula went through, but like, you are a murderer. I don't think these private detectives need to risk their lives to save her. Should they do anything to particularly endanger her because they're mad she committed these murders? Should they make something happen to her? Of course not. But they don't have to risk their lives to save someone like this. Sorry.
It's okay, Paula. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
No, it's not. It's not okay, Paula, because you're evil.
Charlie, they're every bit as good as you said they were. Even better.
You should be delighted to know, Angels, that Tony's included a most generous bonus for each of you.
Well, I thought you and Sabrina.
That's tomorrow night.
Oh, she gets 2 free meals.
The doctor that examined Paula wasn't sure, but he was hopeful.
We'll keep the good thought.
Again, Angels, congratulations on 2 jobs well done. And Tony, I'll see you next weekend.
Wait just a minute. Well, you know what he looks like?
Bosley?
What kind of music does he like? What kind of women does he like?
I feel like I didn't get enough of a view of Kelly to fully judge her outfit. Jill stood up and turned around, so I got a pretty good view of hers. So I'm not going to rate Kelly's. For Jill, I feel confident. I'd say 4.5 out of 5. She looked pretty good. So this episode reminded me that there are several episodes in Charlie's Angels where the killer is someone who is like truly psychotic. I feel like up until this point in the show, all of the killers have been very methodical. You know, it's been a matter of I'm killing this person because they're a threat to me in this way. I'm killing this person because they witnessed this crime. I'm killing this person because they have something I want. It's always been a very thought through specific reason. And in this case, it's someone who really is just psychotic and just cannot cope with things they've been through and cannot cope with the jealousy they feel for other people. And the psychotic ones can kind of be harder to pinpoint, depending on how they can act around other people. And Paula seemed very normal around other people. There was nothing about her demeanor or behavior that really raised any red flags. So I thought I think she's a great villain. I really hate the story she tells Sabrina of just taking her pain and making it the problem of these other people who had nothing to do with hurting her. But at the same time, I like the fact that we're getting a killer that's a little more psychotic and isn't killing people because it's part of some like broader criminal scheme, but because they just can't cope with things. I liked when the light bulb kind of went off in Sabrina's head and she said, hey, maybe we're the chauvinists because we didn't even consider that a woman might have done this. And honestly, yeah, like, I'm sorry, but you guys are private detectives. Like, this should have been on your radar that that's at least a possibility. Given Paula's demeanor around them, there really wasn't anything that would have made them think it was her. I do feel, though, that because they're detectives, like, there was nothing about this case that really insinuated that it was a man. Statistically, given the facts of this case, it would seem most likely. So I don't feel like they were really being sexist by assuming it was a man. We definitely got some good outfits in this one. I feel like the most boring part for me was Dale. I did not find his character very interesting at all. So I don't know if it was like the actor or just his storyline, but that part just was very boring to me. And the guy who owns the magazine, like we kind of see him go through his own little journey and kind of redeems his own character in a way, but overall, again, just not a very interesting character to me. I think this episode had a great storyline, but some of the characters were just not very interesting to me. So I don't think it's one of the better episodes. I'm going to give it 4 out of 5. I'm honestly tempted to give it 3.5 out of 5, but I'm going to give it 4 because I did find Paula's storyline to be very interesting. I especially loved that scene. I don't think they should have risked their lives to save Paula, but I really liked the interaction between Paula and Sabrina at the end of this episode. I like detective shows that have kind of a mix. Like in some episodes, it's like it's obviously this one person and, you know, they just got to connect the dots to prove it. But then I also like episodes that have kind of twists like this, where it's the killer that you did not assume was even on the suspect list. So not my favorite, but still a pretty good episode. I will see y'all in episode 10.